Alright, what's up everybody? Hope you're doing well. I got a great lesson for you today. We're going to take a look at some blues. This is a 12-bar shuffle blues in the key of A, and we're going to check out the way Jerry Garcia would approach a blues like this. So actually we're taking a look at the first chorus to the first solo from Next Time You See Me off 100 Year Hall. So as many of you probably know, 100 Year Hall, it's about 2/3 of the April 26, 1972 show from the Europe 72 tour. And that album was released about a month and a half after Jerry Garcia's death. It was actually about one of the first releases in a series of releases that would come from the Dead's archive. Alright, so a lot of great material, and back in 72, early 70s, Next Time You See Me was a part of the Dead's repertoire. They played it a lot, and you know, it's just a great solo to take a look at. So what I really think the goal of this lesson is to go through this 12 bars. So I'm going to lay out the concepts the way Jerry really approaches this. So Jerry uses a lot of the same scales as most blues players use, the A major pentatonic, A minor pentatonic, A minor blues, but he approaches it differently, more kind of in the mind of a jazz musician, where he plays over each chord instead of just ripping through the blues scale over all the chords. So with that being said, you know, he targets the chord tones a lot. So you get to a specific chord and he targets those chord tones, so you really hear that chord. Also, he throws in some chromatic tones, you know, neighbor tones, and just really gives that Jerry Garcia style of blues. So what I want you to do is go through this solo. It shouldn't prove to be too difficult. And then take these concepts, and I've uploaded the backing track that I created for this song. And I want you just to take those concepts, take some of those licks, and just see if you can improvise chorus after chorus of blues, and just really get those concepts ingrained in your playing, because you can really get a lot of mileage out of this. Alright, so if you like this video, if you get a lot out of it, please like it, share it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get to it. Alright, Next Time You See Me, the first chorus, Jerry Garcia solo. Alright, so the solo begins on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, a D note. And so we're going to slide that up to the 11th fret of the 3rd string, F sharp. So besides that D that we start on, the beginning of this solo is based around the A major pentatonic scale. So we're going to take this little fragment right here, F sharp on the 11th fret of the 3rd string, 10 to 12 on the 2nd string. Then you can see the rest of the A major pentatonic scale around that. Alright, so we have, so that's 7, slide up to the 11th fret on the 3rd, 10, 12, 10 on the 2nd, and then 11th fret of the 3rd. Alright, now Jerry moves up to the 14th fret, so sliding from the 12th to the 14th fret of the 3rd string, and we're going to base this shape around an A minor pentatonic scale. So we have that shape, but he's going to play chromatic tones, neighbor tones, and he's just going to really target chord tones, and that's what makes Jerry's blues playing sound different than others' blues playing. So we slide from the 14th fret to the the 12th fret to the 14th fret of the 3rd string. Play that 13th fret 3 times on the 2nd string, which is the minor 3rd of A. Then we're playing the 14th fret, which is the major 3rd. Then we're going to bend that 14th fret up a half step to D, and then we're going to release it and bend the 13th fret up a half step to that C sharp. So up to that major 3rd again. So we have very Jerry in this one. So let's take the first 2 phrases together. Alright, and then we have the 14th fret of the 3rd string, 15th fret of the 2nd string. Then we're going to bend that 13th fret of the 2nd string up a half step, so minor 3rd to major 3rd bend. Then we're going to play the 14th fret of the 3rd string twice. So that phrase sounds like this. So put everything together so far and we have So notice this is typical blues phrasing. It's just Jerry's note choice is just very Jerry Garcia. Alright, so then we're going to do the pickup into the 4 chord, or the D chord. So we're going to play the 14th fret of the 3rd string, 13th fret of the 2nd string, 15th fret of the 2nd string. And then we're going to bend the 14th fret up a half step to D. So we're targeting the root, the D, which is normal when you go to the 4 chord, but normally people approach it from a whole step below. So you can imagine the this position right here. But instead, Jerry's approaching it by a half step below, which just gives it a different flavor. So we have, then we're going to play the 14th fret of the 2nd string, C sharp, over the D chord, which theoretically is a no-no, but obviously it works in this case. Then we're bending the 14th fret up a half step again, releasing it, and pulling off to the 13th fret. And then playing the 14th fret of the 3rd string twice. So we have, and still over the D chord, we're then going to bend the 15th fret of the 2nd string up a full step, grab the 15th fret on the 1st string, then we're going to bend that up again, release it, play the 15th fret again. So far over the D chord we have this. Now we're back over the A chord, the 1 chord. We're going to play 15th fret of the 2nd string, bend the 13th fret of the 2nd string up a half step, so minor 3rd to major 3rd, then 14th fret of the 3rd string, which is an A, our root, twice. Then we're going to rest, then we're going to play that A again and just pull off. So slide down to, nothingness. So we have Alright, and then still over that A chord, we're going to bend the 15th fret up of the 2nd string up a whole step again. While it's bent, play it again. Alright, and we're going to do this a bunch of times in a row now. So over the E to D chord change, the 5-4 change, we have this. So we're taking that 15th fret of the 2nd string, bending it up a whole step, holding it, and then just playing that note again. So we have release, 13th fret, then 15th fret twice. Alright, back to the 1 chord. So we have 13th fret of the second string, bend up a half step. Then on the third string, we're going to play 14th fret A, but then we're going to play a half step below, 13th fret, and then back to 14th. So we have that nice little chromatic sound. Again, you hear that a lot in Jerry's blues playing, which, you know, typical blues would be. But Jerry is a lot like that. So, all right, we have that 13th fret up a half step, 14, 13, 14 on the third string, then just 13th fret of the second string, minor third, 14th fret of the third string. Then we're going to pre-bend up a half step bend on the 15th fret of the second string. So that's our flat 5 or E flat. We're going to release that and then play the 13th fret, our minor third. So we have, then we had the 14th fret of the third string, 12th fret of the third string with just a, you know, quarter tone bend, little blues curl, and then the 14th fret of the fourth string, and we just slide down to nothingness. So we have, over our last two chords, then the next notes are the pickups to the next chorus. We're not going to worry about that. All right, so let's hear from the 5-4 chord change, the E to D, and then our turnaround at the end. We have, all right, let's check out the whole solo slowly. All right, I hope you enjoyed the lesson as much as I did. Check out that backing track. See you next time.